A very good morning, my dear students. Since you didn't see me before, let me introduce myself. I am C.B. Joseph and I will be dealing English for you. Now we can move to today's class. Okay. So we are taking block 2 LP number 1. Block 2 LP number 1, simple past and past continuous tenses. So, block number 2, LP number 1, simple past and past continuous tenses. What is the aim of this session? The students will able to use simple past and past continuous to describe events in the past. Okay, so the aim of this lesson is to enable the students to use simple past and past continuous in order to describe events in the past. So now we are going to discuss, or now we are going to deal with, or now we are going to learn the use of simple past and past continuous in order to describe events that happened in the past. That means that happened some days before or some months before. Now let me ask you some questions. So all of you should respond. Okay. Yes, I think you all are very intelligent, you all are very active, and I think that you all are waiting for my questions and you are ready to answer me at any time. I know that because you all are very smart. So I am going to ask two questions. What did you do yesterday and what you were doing yesterday at 10 AM? So these are my questions. So now tell me, what did you do yesterday? Yeah, you can tell. Yes. What did you do yesterday? I went to the staff room. Yes, right. You went to the staff room. I went to the staff room. Then else, what else? Pardon? Can you make it a little more louder? I went to. You went to? I went to consult a doctor. Yes, that's right. I went to consult a doctor. And what about you? I participated in the Zoom interactive session. Oh, that is very nice that we are doing right now, doing in these days. Okay, you participated. I participated in the Zoom class meeting or Zoom interaction. Okay, then what else? What about you? Tell me. I watched. Pardon? I watched Navbharat online classes. Yes, that is also right. I watched Navbharat online classes. So, and my second question is, what you were doing at 10 AM yesterday? I was doing, yes, tell me, yes. I was listening to the teacher. Yes, right. Then I was completing my homework. Then what about you? Tell me. I was watching a movie on television screen. Oh, right. That's also correct. Then what about you? I was washing my dress. Oh, right. That's also right. So now let me write all these things so that you will be able to better understand all these things. The first question is, what did you do? What did you do yesterday? So that's my first question. And then second one, what were you doing at 10 a.m. yesterday? So these are the two questions I asked to you. Let me write all those answers given by you. I went to consult a doctor. Then I participated in the Zoom meeting. Then I watched a movie on television. Then what else for this? What were you doing at 10 a.m. yesterday? I was listening to the teacher. You all said like that. I was listening to the teacher at 10 a.m. yesterday. Then I was watching the online classes, right? Then at 10 a.m. yesterday. Then I was washing my dress at 10 a.m. yesterday. Okay, so all these responses you made. Now look at these two sets of responses. Okay, so here you used went, here participated, here watched, here was listening, here was watching, here was washing. From this we can understand that while describing about an action that happened a day before or some time before, we normally use which tense? We normally use simple past or past continuous. Okay, we normally use a simple past in order to describe an action that was completed in the past, and we used a past continuous in order to speak about an action that was happening at a particular period of time. So this is a major difference. So we are using simple past and past continuous in order to speak about an action that happened in the past. Let me write a timeline here. 7:30 a.m. walk, then 9 a.m. breakfast, then 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. check books, then 1:30 p.m. lunch, then 3 p.m. snacks, then 6 p.m. movie, then 9 p.m. dinner, 10 p.m. bedtime. 10 p.m. bedtime. All of you please look at 7:30 a.m. walk, at 9 a.m. breakfast, at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. checking books, at 1:30 p.m. having lunch, at 3 p.m. snacks, at 6 p.m. movie, and 9 p.m. dinner, and 10 p.m. it's the time to sleep. So this is actually timeline. So now let me say an sentence by observing this timeline. All of you please look at, I went for a walk. I went for a walk yesterday morning. I went for a walk yesterday morning. What do you understand from that? So I wrote this sentence from collecting the information from this timeline. So here it is written that 7:30 a.m. walk. So I constructed a sentence using this timeline. And what is that sentence? I went for a walk yesterday morning. So this is actually an action that was completed yesterday in the past. So we use which tense? Is simple past tense. Now let me ask a question to you. Okay, Shala Rabbit. So now let me ask a question to you. You are eagerly waiting for my question, and the question is, please look at this timeline and respond. I am asking the question, what did you do yesterday evening? Who can say, what did you do yesterday evening? So please look at the timeline and respond. What did you do yesterday in the evening? Come on, make it fast. What did you do yesterday in the evening? Find out. Evening, that means 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. These comes under which category? Evening. So then how can we write? How can we write the sentence? I had snacks and watched a movie. So again look at the tense, simple past and again simple past. So you have to understand that in order to describe an event that was completed in the past days, we use simple past. Now we can go for the other thing. So look at 9 a.m. I was having my breakfast. Okay. At 9 a.m. I was having my breakfast. So here it is past continuous. What does it mean? In order to speak about an action that was happening at a particular time. So here it is a particular time. At what time? At 9 a.m. Okay. So in order to describe an action that was happening at a particular period of time, we use which tense? We use past continuous tenses. Okay, I think you all understand it. So it is a very simple thing. So once again I am repeating, in order to describe an action that happened, that was completed in past, we use which tense? Simple past. And in order to speak about an action that was happening at a particular period of time, we use which tense? Yes, we use past continuous. Now let me ask you another questions. What I was doing at 1:30 p.m. yesterday? So look at the timeline and respond. What I was doing at 1:30 p.m. yesterday? Tell me. Yes. Okay, what you said is absolutely right. Yes, what I was doing yesterday at 1:30 p.m. Yes, I was having my lunch at 1:30 p.m. yesterday. So that means in order to speak about an action that was happening, that was continuing, that was happening at a particular period of time in the past, we use which tense? Past continuous. I think you got it. You got it. Okay, I think you got the difference between past continuous and simple past. Now we can draw a column. All of you please listen. Simple past and past continuous. So my first question is, what did you do yesterday evening? So even that, it is your timeline. This timeline is whose? Imagine that it is your timeline and respond what you did yesterday evening. What you did yesterday evening? Yes, I had snacks and watched a movie yesterday. Okay, so underline had and watched. Then what you were doing at 9 a.m. What you were doing at 9 a.m. Yes, I was, tell me, I was having my breakfast at 9 a.m. Then we can say that I had my breakfast. I had my breakfast when? Morning. I had my breakfast yesterday morning. I had my breakfast yesterday morning. Okay. Then I was washing my dress. I was washing my dress at 2 p.m. yesterday. Then here I went to watch a movie. I went to watch a movie. Then here I was listening I was listening to music yesterday at 10 p.m. So, all these sentences can be written there. So, in order to speak about an action that happened in the past, we use simple past. And in order to describe an action that was happening or that was completing at a particular time, we use past continuous. So, I think all of you get me. So, we can together use simple past and past continuous in a single sentence at some occasions or at some special moments. And now we can think about that. Please listen. Two past actions happened at the same time. And one action interrupted the other. Means one action disturbed. One action disturbed the other. Okay. Look at this example. I was doing my homework when the bell rang. Okay, two tenses are here. What are they? So, look at here. Was doing, past continuous, and rang, the bell rang. Which tense? Simple past. So, both these tenses, simple past and past continuous, occurred together in a single sentence. So, this is the occasion. So, two past actions happened at the same time and one action interrupted the other. So, actually the person was doing his homework. At that time he was interrupted, or at that time he was disturbed when the bell rang. Okay. So, here this action, this first action interrupted the second one. Okay. That means in that way together we can use both of them in a single sentence. So, now please take your workbook. So, now take your workbook. There is a journal entry, a personal journal. Personal journal. So, all of you please take your workbook, page number 26. Page number 26. A personal journal normally has how many paragraphs? 4 paragraphs. How many paragraphs? 4 paragraphs. And in the first paragraph, you have to write the name of the person. And what is the name of the person here? It is whose journal entry? Sunitha's journal entry. So, name of the person is Sunitha. So, you have to write there Sunitha. Then her job, occupation, or what they do. She is a student. She is a student studying in which grade? 5th grade. And about the person's life. Topic sentence. So, what is the main topic? You have to write there. Topic sentence means the key idea. What is the key idea? You have to write there. My father's life is difficult. My father's life is difficult. My father's life is difficult, or my father's life is very hard. Okay, that is a topic sentence, and you have to give two evidences why you say that her father's life is difficult, or why her father's life is hard. Why her father's life is hard is you have to take the evidence from your content book, page number 17. Yes, he collects dirty clothes, ties them into bundles and brings them home. That is evidence number 1. And he marks the clothes of different customers, evidence number 2. And then an important trait of the person. So what is an important trait? Means important character sketch of Sunitha's father. What is that? He washes. What is the topic sentence? He washes them. He washes and spreads them. He washes them and spreads them on a string. Okay, so this is a topic sentence. And which are the evidences? Yes, you can write. He used to sort the clothes and irons them. He used to sort the clothes and irons them. Then my father always keep promises. Then paragraph 4, relationship between Sunitha, journal's author and the person. Yes, topic sentence. What is the topic sentence? Yes, he tries hard not to spoil, tear or lose any clothes. That means he never destroy any clothes. So these are the evidences from the textbook itself. Page number 17, third paragraph. If something goes wrong, he always pays for the loss. If any damage will occur, he will definitely pay the sum of the rupees for the cloth. Then my father's customers like him. Sometimes they used to give old clothes to her father. Okay, so in that way her father's customers are very much fond of him. Then the third one is, even though he is tired after the long work, he used to play with his children. Okay, so these are the topic sentences. So in your notebook you have to write a journal entry, a personal journal entry of whom? A personal journal entry of Sunitha. So there should be 4 paragraphs. In the first paragraph you have to speak about the name of the person and what they do. And in the second paragraph you have to mention about the person's life. So you have to give one topic sentence and you have to give some evidences. Then in the third paragraph you have to give an important trait of the person, and there should be one topic sentence and there should be 2 evidences. And in the fourth paragraph you have to write down relationship between Sunitha, and there should be one topic sentence, and following that there should be 3 evidences. There is another question, what else can Sunitha write in her journal? So apart from these points, what are the other things Sunitha may have written in her journal? Which are the things? He sends us to school to get an education. So he always used to send to school for getting good education. Then He wants us to study hard so that we can do any job we want in the future. So her father always wanted them to study well, them to study hard, so that they will be able to get a job as they wish in the future, as they want in the future. So this is all about the journal entry. So you have to write down it today itself. This is enough for today. We are going to wind up today's session. Anyway, have a nice day. Thank you.